Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawshai, Kahalamla Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders, grand millstone, who rule world, and also Shalom. Sincere, I came out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. And I'm back again with a quick lesson. And this lesson is going into this, little news clip right here. You see, Trump attends NATO summit as Israel and Iran promise to keep the peace, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and give a few more, give a few precepts, Lord willing, the lesson be edified because we we coming into that time, where Esau is going, basically we can bring peace and stability on earth. Try to, by the way, but it's not gonna go as Esau think it's gonna be, because like the scripture says, the counsel of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua shall stand, and his will be done. Okay, not the will of a man. All right, and we know the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahshua controls the rules of the earth. Okay, so let's go from here. Yeah, real quick. Let me get a preset right here. Let me get. Just on. Okay, prophecy. This book of Revelation, chapter 1, and verse 3 says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Okay, so blessed is that, you came out there that readeth and get understanding of these prophecies and also hear these prophecies, okay? Because, hey, it's like the scripture says, some people think that our ears are wide open, okay, to hear, scriptures. But guess what? You can be hearing scriptures, but you won't get the understanding of it if Yahweh Shimshah has not opened up, okay, your mind to get it, So blessed is he that readeth. Yeah, you can read the Bible, but do you understand what you read? Like when you go to the book of, I believe that's the book of Acts, the 8th chapter. Okay, the Ethiopian Enoch and Philip. Okay, the Ethiopian Enoch was reading eunuch. It's like the Ethiopian eunuch was reading. Okay, some scriptures or the scrolls from the book of Isaiah. So when Philip, angel appeared to Philip to go see if he understood what he read. If I'm recording the scripture wrong, you brothers can put that precept down in the comment. But anyway, he went and checked. Okay, to see if Philip understand what he was reading. But guess what? The Ethiopian eunuch replied back to him, "No, how can I understand unless a man give me the understanding of it?" So it's gonna be the same way with same people here on earth. Okay, the ones who gonna get it, yeah, a teacher is gonna the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shimon Shai basically is gonna send a teacher, okay, to you to give you the understanding, okay, of what you reading. If you know of the elect, then you're just gonna be left at what? You're gonna be left with a lot of stumbling blocks, man. All right. So it says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy." Right. So here right now, we see what's happening over there in so-called Middle East. We see how it's just moving things around. We can go into the Bible and be like, okay, you know what? Look, World War III is not going to happen tomorrow, man. Relax. There's more prophecies to happen. Okay, this is just what you read in the book of Matthew 24. Okay, rumors of wars, and also this is Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 20. Okay, the least of the flock is drawing America into this war already, because we know America done already bombed a few sites over there in Iran. So them Iranians, they ain't gonna forget about that. So America is already being drawn into that war, that war, World War III, because of who the small heart. So we see Jeremiah 49:20, Ezekiel chapter 38. We see those things. Okay, and now we're finally seeing First Thessalonians 5:3, which this whole lesson is about that. Okay, so that was it says, "Blessed is he that readeth and that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein." The things which are written in the Bible, for the time is at hand, and that time is at hand for sure. Okay, Revelation 19 and 20, Revelation 19 and 10. "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do not. I am thy fellow servant of the brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy." So you can say, yeah, the spirit of Jesus is on me, so-called Jesus, because his name is Yahushua, is on me. But are you watching, do you understand prophecies? Are you seeing what's going on in the news? Do you understand what's going on worldwide? Exactly. So if Yahweh Shemshai is not dealing with you, you can watch and see, but hey, you're not gonna be able to put one and two in together if you don't know the Bible. Okay, so that's my take on that. All right. And now, so let's go from there. There was another precept. It was in Luke. Damn, I had seen this one right here. Which is all right. I Luke 19 and 15, and he called his servants and delivered them 10 pounds, and he said unto them, Occupy until I come. So those 10 pounds represents the amount of a gift the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shemshai is giving you. You gotta use it. You gotta go out. You gotta go out there and teach. Whatever gift the Heavenly Father gave you, okay, you gotta use that, man, and you gotta use that gift until Yahushua returns, okay, and that's what we using our gift, okay, until Yahushua returns. If you're a brother who you like watching what's going on in the news and define it with with the Bible, and use that. Don't be like, oh, I'm just keep doing the same topic. Okay, and what? And what? You're gonna see something happening and just shut your mouth and be like, oh yeah, I don't want to just keep doing the same video, man. Like, no, man. Nah, use your gift, man. Okay. All right. So let's go from there and open up here, and then open up that one right there and play this video here real quick.
24 hours in the Middle East, a ceasefire declared and violated within hours. Both Israel and Iran now saying they will keep the peace as long as the other side does. The back and forth infuriating the man who announced the deal, the US president delivering this extraordinary outburst.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.
Those words have made headlines around the world, but don't seem to have damaged the alliance between Israel and the United States. Within hours, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared Israel never had a better friend than President Trump in the White House. And for now, the ceasefire appears to be holding. Europe correspondent Edward Godfrey is in Israel.
For the first time in almost a fortnight, there is
a
sense of calm here in Israel, here in Tel Aviv, after a very eventful 12 days. There have been scenes of celebration in Tehran, with supporters of the Iranian government taking to the streets, treating this ceasefire as a victory. Iran's president declaring the 12-day war is over. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been on television addressing the nation. He has also declared this a historic victory. It's been a day of drama and twists and turns ever since Donald Trump declared this ceasefire, which threatened to fail.
And then, it was crazy when this situation occurred. A lot of people were fucking scared, terrified. Oh my gosh, World War III is gonna happen. Oh my gosh, Iran is about to, fight back, and this inside Russia, China, they're all gonna, they're gonna hit America. And I'm like, you people, man, you people don't know what's going on. You don't know what the fuck is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, all I can say is, man, I thank Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakodash, for giving us this knowledge, man, to give us these secrets, because we will be the same way as these people are, man. Our eyes will be wide, our eyes will be wide open but fucking closed, Yeah, but we gotta thank Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, that has revealed these things unto us, man. Okay? And this is how you start knowing, like, hey, if you got this truth, man, you special, man. Consider yourself special, man. You know, all you can do right now is just, hey, do what you're supposed to be doing. Keep your faith, okay? Because the days are coming where people not gonna know where to get the answer from, okay? And this peace right here and safety, you just seeing it being called, because this right here was the biggest, one, I guess, so far in 2025, right? To where people thought World War III was about to really happen, but the worst ones are coming, and it's not gonna be the end of all. We might see some false flag, this and this. Now and guess what? We're not gonna be shaken out, because we're waiting for one certain prophecy that's gonna shake up the whole world and shake out people, man. And that's the Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, the MOTB, the mark of the beast. Okay, that's gonna leave people fucking shaking up, man. You wait. Jacob trouble, too, because Jacob trouble. We're already in the beginning stages of it, man. Okay. So
barely before it even began, it got off to a bad start with a flurry of attacks from both sides in the final hours. Israel pummeling Tehran, an Iranian strike killing 4 Israelis. But it's when an Iranian missile was intercepted after the ceasefire kicked in that all bets seemed off. That's when US President Donald Trump got angry. That's when he got on the phone and spoke to Israel's Prime Minister, reportedly here in Israel, telling him to turn his jets around.
And also, man, we've been telling people Revelation chapter 17, niggas always say, the Antichrist, get the fuck out of here, man. Like right here, even these scholars, right? Revelation 17 and 16 real quick. Let me read that, right? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whole and shall make it what? Let me start from verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whole city, we know who the whole right here is America. And the waters represents people and nations, peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, right? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, which is the EU nations, some of those EU nations are part of NATO as well. These shall hate the whole. They're gonna hate America, okay? And some of these EU nations ain't really fucking with America like that, man. Even some of American allies, like Turkey, is a big major. Okay, they're part of NATO. They don't fuck with America like that no more, because what them small have been doing, So the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whole, and shall make it desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Eventually, that's what's going to happen. And this is going to happen in the midst of America, trying to fight against, Russia, Iran, China, in the midst of that war. Okay, these EU nations are going to turn around and say, nah, fuck it. We're down with you, man. Fuck it. And, they're going to turn around and do what? Strike America. But the key point is America sits on top of these nations. Okay, Donald Trump opened up his mouth and look what happened. Which we know, he's a puppet, by the way. He's used as this big thing, but he really nobody, man. The real big thing, you don't see them. Okay, so but you see when he made that statement, when he cursed, when he's used the so-called curse word the F word, that's when I guess the Iran and Israel came to their mind and hold their peace, right? Showing you America is that home of the earth, okay, which is going to be cut asunder. It says, verse 17, for the Most High Yahweh Hashem shall have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast. And there's EU nations did that. Okay, gave basically picked America as that one powerful nation that's gonna, always help them out. And if something happens, America is gonna be the one making big speech and stepping in to help them out. So the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, and the word. It's like until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Eventually, we're gonna see that, man. His words being fulfilled as is written. Okay. Verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is the great city, and that woman is America, and that great city represents America, which reign over the kings of the earth. We just showed you in this video. Okay, America reigns over the nations of the earth. But that's gonna come to an end where nations ain't gonna fucking listen to America no more, man. It's basically gonna say enough is enough. That's when you read the book of Joel, the weak shall say, the weak. Is it the weak that shall say, the weak shall say I'm strong, right? Like they ain't gonna be punked anymore. Okay, they're gonna say fuck that. You've been bullying us for a long time, but now your time is now. Okay, fuck it. And that's when that's when you're gonna have Russia backing up those nations that America been bullying for a while, man. Okay, or even Israel been bullying for a while. Russia's gonna step in, China, North Korea, and you're gonna see that, man. You people gonna see that World War III take fucking place. Okay, some of you gonna get drafted. How about that? But anyway, so let me play this here one more time.
We've been speaking with locals here in Tel Aviv who've told us what it's been like the last fortnight and how they feel about this ceasefire.
I am very excited about it, and I hope it's going to hold. It was horrifying, very scary. We just want everything to, we just want to go back to peace times.
For the past 5 nights, I could not sleep when I returned, but all my family, since the beginning, every night they went to shelter in the middle of the night. So it was, not so nice.
So all sides claiming a victory of sorts, but have a look at this from the Tehran Times. Quite a provocative headline there. Victory was achieved, but Tehran's finger...
Anyway, so let me stop it right there. Yeah, man, they're pushing out peace, right? All right, man. But we're telling you, no, ain't no peace coming. So here, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. I just get to the point. I don't want to make this lesson too long. I got a few precepts to go with it here on my notes. So, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon the woman with child, and they shall not escape. As you can see, the ones who's bringing peace is Esau Edom, all right, the so-called white man, the EU, NATO, and and you people that fucking trusting the system as well, man. You really believing in that. Okay, Babylon, America, they're being used as the ones to really proclaim, okay, step in the middle and bring peace, right? Which they've been trying to do that between Russia and Ukraine, but don't know what's going on with that situation. All right, okay. So it says, for when they should say peace and safety, which is we're seeing right now, okay, and you see that what our lady say. Everything seems good, it's peace, right? Okay, and when America says it's all good, we are safe, they bring peace agreements, which is what we're seeing right now. These people are going forth for that deception. Okay, it's all lies, man. It says, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not. It's like, then sudden destruction comes. It's like, then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, you're not going to escape. Okay? Because you're not going to be ready, man. All right? You're going to be off guard. Sudden, you're going to be off guard. Easter's going to catch you off guard. How about Shinsha is going to catch you off guard, man. And then from there, you're going to see why it could be, more wars, civil wars, famine, martial law, plagues, and, then eventually it's going to be nuclear fires be involved, man. And then that's the, and then from there, Yahweh Shah is going to be making his way. Verse 4, but you brethren know in darkness that they should overtake you as a thief. Because remember, the scripture said that Yahweh Shah, it's like Yahweh Shah is going to come like a thief at night, So you don't want this day to overtake you, okay, as a thief. So let's get another preset right here. Let's go to the book of, you know what, I'm going to get this right here. Let's go Apocrypha. One of my favorite precepts I always go to. Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7, it says, "Make no tarrying to tend to the Lord, and put no off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and thy skill that shall be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." And that's security when what Esau just mentioned, peace and safety. That's a security, skewer. Okay, that shall be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. All right, you see? Let's come back here. Let me see. There's another precept, right? Yeah, another one is Daniel 8:24. "And by peace shall he destroy many," right? But this here happened, like we always say, this goes back to Antioch Epiphany. Let's go here real quick. What the fuck am I doing? Daniel. You know what? Let me use the Blue Letter Bible. Daniel chapter 8 verse 25. It says, let me start from verse 24. "And his power shall be mighty, not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and he shall prosper, practice, and shall destroy the mighty and holy people." And this is going into Antioch Epiphany. Okay, this happened, or this in 24 happened already. In verse 25, "And through his policy also he shall cause the crafty to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many." Like this happened already. You can read the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. There's nothing new under the sun. Let's get that one as well. Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. "The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which is done is that which shall be done. There's no new thing under the sun." Is there anything wherefore it might be said, "See, this is new"? It's like it have already of all time, which was before us. You see, so history is gonna repeat itself. Esau right now is moving the same way as Antioch Epiphany was moving. And eventually when the MOTB gets here, Esau's gonna destroy many people by that peace, man. It said, "By peace shall destroy many, and he shall stand up against the prince of princes, which is Yahushua, but he shall be broken with our hand," which will happen to Antioch Epiphany. And by this time, Esau, you're gonna be taken out by fire, man. Okay, when you read Isaiah 40, is that 42? Okay, he should roar and travail like he should roar and travail he should roar. Damn, let me get it. I don't want to record it wrong. You know what? Let me read here. Isaiah chapter 47. Just quick ones. Isaiah chapter 47 verse 3. "Thy necklace shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance. I will not meet thee as a man." When Yahushua returns, he's not gonna meet this devil as a man, a regular man. He's gonna come here as a supernatural, human being, man, like Thanos or something, Okay, let's go from there and get another one. Isaiah chapter 42, it's like in verse 14, it says, let me start from verse 13. "The Lord Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty, he shall stir up jealous like a man of war." All right, yeah. When you go in the book of Exodus, it says the Lord Yahweh is his name, and is a power of war. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Okay, so if Yahweh is a man of war, guess what his son is going to be? Is a man of war. It says he should stir up jealous like a man of war. He should cry, roar. He should prevail against his enemies, Esau. Okay, and the rest of these other nations, man. Okay, they're going to take you niggas out, man. Verse 14, "I have long time holding my peace," and this is what Yahushua has done. "I've been still and referred myself." He's waiting for that moment for Yahweh to give him that green light. "And now with a cry like a travailing woman, I will destroy and devour at once." Yeah, you see, that's what's going to happen, man. And that's what this time Esau's going to be taken out like that. Then you can read Isaiah chapter 43 as well. It's like Isaiah chapter 63. It's like Second Ezra chapter 13, Daniel chapter 12. What the fuck? It's like Revelation chapter 12. So let's move on from there. I don't want, hey, if it's long, it is what it is. Okay, let's get another precept here. Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 14. It says, they have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slyly, saying, peace, peace, when there's no peace. And that's what's happening right now. Esau is rolling to, yeah, peace is coming, this is now, we're going to be all right. People going to be okay. Lies, lies after lies, man. Let me see if I can get that one in the book of Ezekiel as well. I know there's one in the book. Let me see. Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 25. Destruction cometh, they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. That's what's coming. You people go, yeah, peace is coming. No. You're looking for peace, but literally there ain't no peace coming. You're looking for shit to be cheaper. None of that is gonna happen. I'm sorry. I sound negative, right? And that's why I always get called, you so fucking negative. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I'm being negative. I'm being positive because this is what I want. Anyway, let's move on. Luke chapter 21 and verse 34. It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with soft thing and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that they come upon you unawares, right? Don't let all that get in the way, man. Pay attention, stay on your course, man. So, so that they don't come upon you unaware. Verse 25, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. You see, it's going to be like a trap, man. Nobody's going to see it coming. Only the elect, the true believers, going to see that day coming. Because we're watching for the signs, we're keeping out what's going on in the news. We ain't like these regular people here trying to make it here. Fuck that, man. Okay, we here. Okay, do the daily shit, or and then from there, hey, we know we ain't. This isn't our rest. We understand that, man. Verse 36, watch ye therefore and pray always, that you might be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. You see that? Okay? And that's what we are doing. All right? Let's go from there and get a last precept. I think this session going to be hella long, right? Well, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victory shall be so good, cheap upon earth. Yeah, one thing I noticed is that when the situations are happening over there in the Middle East, a few over here went up. It was $1.59. And from there it went to $2.19. So I don't know, if it might drop down since they mentioned that peace and safety. Same food, they said that was gonna go up, it might drop down. Because there was a video that was sent to me, man. I don't know if I did listen to it. It was sent to me by the brother from GMS Melbourne. I gotta recheck that video again. Maybe do a lesson on it tomorrow. How she was was about to get expensive because that whole situation over there. But it says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they should think themselves to be, that they should think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils go upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You see, that's what's gonna happen, man. She's gonna look okay. Oh, gas dropped down. The food is not that expensive. Oh my God. Then more evils gonna be upon earth. Okay, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish with famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. I can go on and read on. This chapter is juicy, man. But I don't want to make this lesson be over 30 minutes. So with that, man, hopefully this was edifying. I say, hey, shalom.